Yet another rant about the internet. Alright, it's been ruined. In fact, not only the internet, everything else has been ruined as well. This world used to be a fun place where you were left to your own devices to get things done, and now the ethos is have everything done for you. It's crazy. All the shops on the high street are closing. I don't know what to do. Everything you want to do, there's someone has snuck into it to try to make it more effective or more whatever. It's just ruined everything. There are too many people whose job it is to try to make things easier. And all it ends up being is an effort to take control away from the individual. It's disgusting. It is utterly disgusting. The world, it's disgusting. The world used to be a place that you did stuff in. You were left alone to do some things yourself. And now this whole thing has become, it's a disaster. People just trying to do things, not, they're trying to control other people using the internet, that's the bottom line. The bottom line is that technology started off as being a handy thing, and now it's merely being used to try to control people. Do everything for them. So what's the point? What is the point of anything anymore? If you're just doing everything for people, people barely go to the shops anymore. Shops are closing everywhere. Why? Oh, it's all automatic. It's a joke. It's a joke. Everything's just a mess. The world used to be a reasonably decent place, and now it's all just a mess. And it's a mess because stupid idiots have been sat there trying to make it all automated. I don't know what they do with their lives. What do they do with their lives, these people? When everything's all automated for them, what the heck are they going to do with their lives? Just do nothing, I suppose. I mean, the end of this has to be people walking away from it. It has to be people just saying, that's it. Because the alternative, there is no alternative. You can't, it's not feasible for everything to be done for everybody and for everything to be perfectly safe for everybody. It's a joke. That's not living. That's not life. It simply isn't. You have to have independence, privacy, and risk. Or else, what have you got? Complete control. Congratulations to the idiots who have created this nonsense, because they took a world which was perfectly fine and they've ruined it. Ruined it. It's a mess. They've feminized everything. They've infantilized everything. It's a joke. It's a complete joke. Everything you use, some moron is trying to do it all for you. You try to type something into something, there's a thousand things you might want. Just leave the person alone. Just leave them alone. Imagine what it would be like if you walked into a shop and suddenly the staff members were standing there shouting, you idiots. People just want to be left alone. They don't want everything done for them. Yes, a small minority of absolute morons might want everything done for them, but those people are highly dangerous and they do not constitute the lowest common denominator. They are a tiny fringe of the population, and don't use that as an excuse to try to coddle everyone and say, well, that minority wants it, so everyone has to. It's a joke. You can't run anything that way. The whole of society has become a complete disastrous mess. And I'll have to say that one of the biggest tools that's been used is, once again, feminism. Because it's all, oh, it's for your safety. Oh, it's to protect. No, it's not. It's to control you. And women might say, oh, that's wonderful. And then they'll be sitting there wondering, oh, hang on, where did all our freedoms go? And the men will be sitting there going, well, I'm sorry. This is the problem. We have to abandon this nonsense. We have to walk away from it right now. We have to walk away from it because it's a disaster. I don't even want to get into this AI nonsense. Okay? The fact is, we have to walk away from this stuff right now. Because the more it continues, the less freedom people will have, and you'll end up one day wondering where all of your freedoms went. And remember, under that COVID garbage, people were actually locked. They couldn't leave their own homes. When are people going to really wake up? And then the same people who introduced all these stupid problems, right, are the same people who talk about these things like woke this and no, that's to try and skew the real awakening that people have to have as to the garbage that's being put onto them. But when you talk of woke, you're trying to address minorities. So everyone's a tiny little minority nowadays. There are all these little minorities everywhere. Everyone's a minority, so the whole of society is completely fractured and ruined. And there's no one's got any idea of just being an ordinary person. Oh, everyone has to be a weird minority now. Oh, they're all oppressed. And don't you realize that you're being used? Don't you realize that all of this minority nonsense, right, is all part of the agenda to try and make you into their tools, so that the ordinary society that you loved is destroyed because you've been used? Because every time someone wants to do something, oh no, it's all oppression. No, you say something, oh, it's oppression. No, what a waste of time. People just really have to wake up, and I mean proper being awake. I mean proper wakefulness, because this idea of this woke, okay, the whole point is to try and skew genuine awareness. The truth is, society has been hijacked by a small group of scumbags who just want to control everybody. And you are letting them if you just go along with it, you stupid fools. You have to genuinely wake up. Genuinely. Switch off your TV. Switch it off. Throw it out the window. Put it in the garbage can. Remember, TVs became 5 or 6 times the size that they were at the very moment that these people instituted their agenda to try and brainwash everybody into nonsense land. Remember that? In the mid-2000s, all televisions all of a sudden became 5 times the size and 1/5 of the price. That was to try and stuff as many of these things into your face as possible to keep you stupid and distracted. You need to wake up. Genuinely wake up. And the first thing you need to do is get rid of your TV. Get rid of the thing. I haven't watched TV in 20 years. And you know what? I've missed nothing. Nothing. When I grew up, I watched TV. We had 4 channels. It was pretty innocuous. But now it's become a massive tool of this big agenda, and you need to get rid of it. No matter how much they tell you that it's a status symbol, to put a great big TV in your lounge, it's not. It's part of the agenda to control you. It's that simple. And if you can't throw away your TV, then really you've got to ask yourself why. Because that TV becomes the thing that people rely upon. And then there's these phones as well. I have a smartphone. I resist using it with every fibre of my being. I do as little on the internet as I possibly can. Why? Because I realise that it's all designed to try and condition you into dependence. And you will wake up with no freedoms. And you'll be sitting there like a fat lemon, not knowing what the hell's going on. Oh, look, it says that there's a worldwide disease going on and that we have to eat each other. That's what they'll be doing next. Oh, the telephone says that there's people dropping dead all over the place. Oh. Okay? This is it's nonsense. This I think this will end. This weird thing that's occurred. This big thing about technology. All right, it's had its thing. The people who have jumped on board and tried to exploit it have had their way, and it's just, I think people are going to end up walking away from it, like I have, and a lot of people have, because they can see the poison that it's become. And if, unfortunately, there are a lot of stupid people, and they will continue doing the same thing, stuffing television into their faces and not realizing that their lives are empty. They're living artificial lives, watching fake depictions of life on television. They are not real. It's not real life. It's fake. You watch the news. I haven't watched the news in 20 years. And you know what? Again, I've missed nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's made no difference. But what it has done, it's made me less stressed. I don't need to worry about all the other nonsense that's going on. And I know that the stuff that's stuffed into people's faces in the news, 99% of it's just propaganda nonsense to try and upset them and try and make them feel a certain way or think a certain thing. It's just manipulation. It's pure manipulation. People really have to genuinely wake up, in the genuine sense. The first thing you must do if you've got a television is take a big hammer and just put it through the screen and then throw the thing in the trash and find better things to do with your time. And I tell you, the more people get rid of their televisions, the quicker this situation will resolve itself. These people will make a mad dash to try and stuff more information through your phone. You know what? I don't know, if you absolutely are obliged to have one of these stupid so-called smartphones, you know, be extremely judicious with its use. I've got an old style phone. I have not used a smartphone for 2 years. If I've had to use it as an internet hotspot for an emergency, then fine. That's it. These things have been created to control you, to influence you. Without smartphones, there would have been no COVID epidemic. I guarantee it. Absolutely guarantee it. I know not one single person who died of that. And I'm sure that some people did. I'm sure they did. And I'm very sorry that that's happened to people. But I bet you as many people died from the injections as they died from having any disease. It was blown up into a massive thing through these phones to try to get people conditioned to the idea of being submissive to this information. And that's what was done, however many years ago it was now. If you don't wake up now, it won't be the last time. They'll try it again. They will try it again. People, so many people saw through it. I don't know how many, probably 100,000 or maybe way more people went to protest in London, and our own television companies presented those protests as if there was just like 10 or 20,000 people just wandering around, milling around. And I know this because loads of people I've spoken to who went to I wasn't even here at that time, but most of the people I've spoken to who went to these things say that, and I believe them. Absolutely believe them. So our own media has been hijacked. So you may as well toss the TV out the window, because it's just full of lies. And don't dare to take your information from mainstream sources on the through your phone. Don't dare to do it. But also, don't get wound up in this stupid nonsense of just endless streams of media. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. You are going to make yourself sick. You need to free yourself from what's happened in the last 20 years. Just take your hands off it and walk away as if it was something that just turned up and you don't want anything to do with, because you'll be free. And then this nonsense will stop. It will all go away, but you have to choose to leave it alone. It's big and it's flashy and it's trying to get your attention because that was the intention. But you have to be strong enough to pull away from it and walk away from just walk away from it and just stay away from it, because it's not good for you. It simply isn't good for you. You've really got to listen to this. This is absolutely the truth. You've got to steer clear of that nonsense, and then you'll be free. Then we can stop this nonsense. That's the main key thing. First things first, get rid of the TV. Just throw the thing away. Save yourself and your family. Seriously.